Team Paper Peeps brings you a new kind of interactive narrative game, presenting Untitled Newspaper Game, rated E for everyone. The game begins with you, the player, having just inherited your family's newspaper business from your grandfather. To create a successful newspaper, you must balance 6 aspects of your newspaper in order to maximize 3 things: journalism rating, budget, and popularity. Throughout the game, events will cause you to make difficult decisions about your newspaper business, and those decisions will impact both the success of your newspaper as well as the overall narrative. The 6 aspects that you must manage for your newspaper are journalism, content, tone, sensationalism, nationalization, and syndication. Let's jump into a demo together. After you start the game, you have a brief intro to explain how the game works and how you begin the game. There's an option to look at the rules, which feature basically everything you need to know about popularity, journalism rating, and the ratings which you have to manage for each of your papers. Once you begin the game, you'll see a screen like this. So in the middle, you have all your 6 different aspects that you deal with. You have your budget, your popularity and journalism rating on the right side, and on the left side, you have all your opponents. Every round, you're going to move your sliders along to however you choose to manage your paper, and that'll reflect on your popularity and journalism rating. Once you do that, you'll encounter a event that'll pop up, and you'll have to make a choice on how you want to manage it for your newspaper business. For example, here, a new cafe opened. We have to choose whether to report on the new cafe, which will mean that we have to create our nationalization has to be below 50, so we have to lower our nationalization to below 50 because it's more of a local story, or we don't report on it and it has to be above 50. Pretty easy. Do we want to be nationalized or not? Here, I'll go ahead and do localization. So we'll have to lower nationalization. Obviously, I have more budget now. We can increase other things, and also you can see that changes were reflected in the opponents as well. So you're also competing against the opponents as well as against yourself. As you can see, our popularity went up to 28%, but our journalism rating went down a little bit. So obviously we need to adjust a few things to help out our journalism rating. Let's go ahead and increase our journalism to maybe $750-ish. Let's print again. So now we have a new event. Justice or life. So recently a citizen was killed to protect another woman who was being robbed. Do we approve of the act, remain neutral, or oppose the behavior? So each of these decisions will affect us in some way. For this one, it looks like our tone is affected. So it's either limited to above 25, so a pretty, a positive tone, a negative tone, or a neutral tone. I'd say we'll go ahead and approve the act. And so then you have to move it appropriate. So whenever you have the slider in red, it will not let you print. You have to make it in an appropriate manner. So right now we have to make it to the left 25, so that's over here. So it looks like our popularity went down, but now our journalism rating is really good. So obviously that journalism change helped us out. Let's go ahead and keep it going. We'll do one more example. So next we have food shortage. So it looks like massive crop failures due to climate change have led to a food shortage that will start to hit shelves within 2 weeks. Do we cover the food shortage or not cover the food shortage? So if we do, then hoarders will panic buy essential food items, which worsens the effect of the inevitable food shortage. So our popularity will increase, but our sensationalism, nationalism will both have to be very high, and our tone will be set to 0. But if we don't cover it, then the public will remain unaware. So our tone will be limited to above 0, but nothing else will happen. It looks like we'll probably want to cover the food shortage just to increase our popularity. So those are a few examples of the different events you can encounter in the game and how you interact on a play-by-play basis. The overall goal of the game is you want to get your popularity to 100% and your journalism rating to A+. There are many cutting-edge features that our game provides within the interactive narrative space. This includes emergent narratives that you can find within the game, a realistic simulation of running a newspaper, trade-offs that player must choose, and tough dilemmas that they're put in, AI opponent newspapers which are smart and make valuable decisions, Overton windows which are complex and provide a lot of depth to the game, and finally it's educational as well. Now get out there and print some papers. The Untitled newspaper game is available now.